Hey everyone, this is Verdilit here with another Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. This match is against Aidan. I'm not sure how I pronounce his name, I'm sorry. I'm confident that I butchered your name. So anyways, he has a cool team. I like seeing Doublade, I really love this thing. Also he has Karim Black and Clefable, which I think I gave him the Clefable, I'm not sure about Karim Black. But he has a pretty cool team, even Mega Lopunny, which is awesome. So let's get right into this battle. So, Aidan, I'm sorry I'm butchering your name, leads off with Lopunny, as I lead off with Cookin. Honestly, I expected him to lead off with Karim Black, wanting to Ice Beam my Hippowdon lead. But I guess the Fake Out is always a good Fake Out. So he leads off with Lopunny, and Lopunny Mega Evolves, and honestly it looks pretty damn cool, the new Mega Evolution. And it's actually quite powerful. So, just look how cool the animation is. I tried to zoom in the picture as she's using Fake Out. Just look how she brushes her ear to the back. That's pretty awesome. Anyways, enough fangirling, boying, or whatever. I decided to set up the rocks because obviously his team will not appreciate rocks, or any team in general. Just limiting the switches. Stealth rocks are always important. He sends out his Gliscor, which is awesome for him because he gets the Toxic safely without being knocked off or something. But I go for Roar because I really don't want to deal with this thing just yet. And I roar him into his Doublade, and honestly Doublade with the Eviolite has insane physical defense. So yeah, but at the same time I am also super bulky. But I decide to switch out and go into my Cookin because I know if he wants to go for Iron Head or Swords Dance I can just stop that. But he goes for Sacred Sword, and I didn't expect that. But it doesn't do much because it doesn't have the best physical attack. But he thought I was a physical attacker, so he stayed in for the expected Fire Punch or Flare Blitz, which this thing can actually live. It's really bulky. Base 150 defense with Eviolite. So he goes into his Clefable, and I don't expect him to go for Flamethrower if he has it, so I try to abuse the sun, go into my Scorpion, as he sets up the rocks with my own Cliff-Says, so this says something. I need to take it out. This cheating bitch. Anyways, I'm just joking. So yeah, here I expect him to switch out. So I just go for Swords Dance, and this thing, the what do you call it? The Excadrill just hits so fucking hard after Swords Dance, and honestly, I've swept many teams with the sand. It's just ridiculous. So I go for Iron Head, and this thing lives, which I should have known it lives because it's a physical wall. This still does way too much damage. But I got a feeling that he was gonna flinch, and honestly, I should have relied on that feeling. And he goes for Earthquake. It's a crit. I don't think it mattered at all. Stab Earthquake. Will kill Excadrill. He gets some of his health back, which is kind of annoying. Go into my Phantom Maria, and from this range, I think an Extra Sensory will kill, or extra, I can't pronounce that, so you can correct me in the comments. So I don't go for Ice Beam since he has the Manaphy, and I just go for the Extra Sensory. I think it's Extra Sensory, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So I go for it, and I don't think this is a 2-hit KO because this damage is after Stealth Rocks, so I'm not sure if I should go for another one and risk losing. So I go to my Star Blind, which is the special wall, as he goes for his Surf, and Surf doesn't do much to me. Like I said, I'm a special wall. And then he goes for Tail Glow. I went for T-Wave just in case he decided to switch out and or try to set up. So right now, even if he goes to +6, he's paralyzed and he can't do shit about it. Unless he has Rest, maybe? So go for Psychic. Knowing they can take any hit. Honestly, I wanted to set up my Reflect, but this thing is kind of a threat after setting up this thing. And I managed to take a +3 Surf, which is ridiculous. Go for another Psychic. I managed to take him out. And here's Manaphy out of the way. Then he goes back into his Lopunny, and the Fake Out is obvious. I don't think I could come in on the rocks anymore, but I decided to preserve Star Blind as a Dead Father, just in case, you know, I needed that. So, Fake Out is not gonna do much to me, because obviously I'm a rock type, and the Ansip for Mega Evolving is extremely bulky. So, at this point, he switches out, even though I'm not sure if a High Jump Kick would have killed or not. He goes into his Unaware Clefable. As I'm Mega Evolving, I know this is unaware because, like I said, he already came on the rocks, so it's obviously this is unaware. But I also gave him this one. I said that a million times. I'm sorry. So yeah, I go for Moonblast, and Moonblast is an obvious 2-hit KO. thanks to some of the damage from the rocks and Diancy's amazing special attack. I go for another Moonblast, plus this Clefable is physically defensive if I'm not mistaken. So Moonblast, take him out. He goes into his Gliscor, which was weird to me honestly, because I still outspeed and I can still kill him with a Moonblast. And this takes him out, so I guess he was used to the usual Diancie base 50 speed. So I wouldn't blame him in that regard. So he goes into his Lopunny right now, and the fake out is a fake out, and I decided to switch out because I'm not as bulky and I really don't want to fake out to the face. And here where Stealth Blind comes into play, as I sack him up, he goes for fake out and there's no target. And then I go into my honor because I'm a physical wall and I can take any hit whatsoever. Set up the sand again, which is kind of useless. I mean, I guess it boosts Diancie's special defense, but it's not the best thing around. By the way, this team is extremely weak to water, which is stupid of me, but I didn't set up for that, or I didn't prepare for that at all. So I go for Earthquake, and he sends out Achilles, and Earthquake is doing nothing, but at the same time damage is damage, so right now everything is a guaranteed kill. So at this point I decided to go into my Greninja because Greninja is not as useless at this point. It's slower than the what do you call it, the Lopunny, and this thing is too bulky and can take any hit. So I just sack it off just to see what he locks himself into, if he was choiced or not. Right now I'm not sure if he's choiced or not, but he went for Outrage, so he's choiced into Outrage anyways. Had he gone for Iron Head, he wouldn't have killed the Greninja, and then I would have known that he's choiced. I'll go for Moonblast, and then I would have sent my Infernape and just went for Close Combat. So I'll go for Moonblast, he goes into his Lopunny, and he still goes for the fake out. I think if I was at his place I would have gone for High Jump Kick. I guess chip damage is important, but the switch was incredibly obvious. This is why I stayed in, but he still went for fake out, which is good on him honestly. But personally I would have gone instantly for the High Jump Kick. High Jump Kick taking out Diancie, and this is ridiculous because the damage is insane and stab and all the good stuff. And then I send out my Kukin. Because I have Vacuum Wave, this is a special attacker like I said before with the Fire Blast and all. I go for Vacuum Wave, which is a 4th gen priority move, and it does not take him out because it's not Iron Fist boosted, but it does good damage. Then he goes for Return, taking me out. I go down, and then the Sandstorm takes him out, which makes me win the game. Honestly, I don't know if Hippowdon could take a High Jump Kick or not. I'm pretty positive it can take a High Jump Kick, but at the same time it could have critted me. And he also could have missed. So it was a really narrow 1-0. Thanks for the good game, my friend, and see you guys later.